What's going on, guys? Welcome to Calgary Barbell. We are wrapping up the first week of the developmental block, beginning my newest training cycle for nationals here. So far, since the last video, I did some competition squats and some competition bench. Competition squats were great. Was 207.5 kilos, which is about 455, 456, somewhere in there. And as a general rule, or as a general trend rather, most reps of most sets were much better than Monday. I'm noticing that's kind of how it's been going, is my first squats of the week are not nearly as good as my second squats of the week, despite the second squats of the week being heavier. So those felt really good. I was able to kind of merge upper back tightness with the lower body tightness, get my tempo right, get my positioning right, everything like that. Felt really good. Very minor pain on a couple of reps, but whatever. Things are feeling really good. Progress is being made. After that, on Thursday, I did some competition bench press. Starting point for this training cycle was 165 kilos, 364 pounds, I believe, for a competition pause single. After that, did a big 5x5 with like 140 something. And then today just did a whole bunch of work with chains. Deadlifted against chains, beltless, and then did some two-ward press against chains, just working on that top end for my equipped stuff. In other exciting news, we hit the 5K mark. Thanks again to everybody who made that possible. And we released the toques just yesterday morning, so check that out on the store. Our question of the day today comes from Tartarus16, and he wonders if geared lifting has made my raw lift grooving funky, or do I not feel a difference? So in terms of the groove, it hasn't really changed much, because honestly I think the most important and the biggest cue for me in my equipment is to try and replicate my raw groove. The only exception of that being in my squat suit, I do try to sit back a little harder, but because I haven't been doing a lot of equipped lifting, I've been focusing more on my raw technique. My raw technique feels really good right now. The deadlift, I don't see much of a difference. The biggest thing I need to do in my deadlift suit is fight to replicate my raw technique, because that's when I find the suit binds up the most and I get the most pop off the bottom. In the bench shirt, everything's a little bit different, but honestly having to get that much tighter against that much more weight, I feel has really helped my raw bench more than anything. So that little bit of overload training, I think, has outweighed, as a benefit, has outweighed any detriment to the difference in the technique between the shirt and the raw bench. So like I said last time, we are gonna have a contest for some of our subscribers, some of the people who have bought apparel from our store, and we're gonna have some awesome Titan products from ER Canada up for grabs there. We will be finalizing those details over the coming weeks, but definitely watch out for that. Just as an aside, I also wanted to mention that we're gonna be hosting an amateur strongman competition here this weekend at the Strength Edge, and we're gonna have one of Calgary Barbell's trainers, her name's Sandra, and she's gonna be doing her very first strongman competition at this amateur strongman show this weekend. We will be following along with her, talking to her about some of the decisions or some of the things that have led to her decision to do strongman, some of the challenges she's come up against, and just her general training philosophy, getting to know Sandra, and then seeing her crush her first strong man, strong woman competition. So that's gonna be really exciting. That video should be out, when?
Wednesday.
That video will be coming out on Wednesday next week. Another thing I really wanted to say, it kind of hit me last night. The number of comments and messages and stuff that I get and that we get at Calgary Barbell from people across the world, just taking time out of their day to say, hey, we like what you guys are doing. We've gotten people from all over Europe, people from South America, Central America, and just literally everywhere. It just boggles my mind that people are that stoked on this stuff. So thank you very much for taking the time to send a message and tell us you appreciate what we're doing, because that's why we do it. It seems like people are getting a lot out of this, and we're super excited to be doing what we're doing. So thank you for thanking us. Anyways, guys, thanks again for tuning in. Hit that like button, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you very soon.